Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Courtney Lynn. Thanks so much for stopping by. I hope today that as you're watching this video that you're cleaning along with me, that we can spend some time together and get some things done. I'm writing a to-do list today and I've got lots of good things going on in this video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. So of course I need to start off with some fuel for the day, and I'm just doing kind of like a cheater version iced coffee. I'm not making it, I'm just pouring it right out of the carton, but this is nice and easy and it's so delicious. It's not the healthiest by any means. I'm sure it's full of sugar. I didn't even look to see how much, but it sure is good. And I did put some caramel around the rim just for looks. Alright, so starting off for the day, I'm going to be writing out a list of everything to keep me organized and to keep me on track with what I need to get done. I am totally a list maker. Everything in my life that's important or an event coming up, I have to write out a list. It keeps me focused, keeps me on track and organized, and I love it. So I'm going to be starting off in the kitchen today. I started a little bit early, so not everyone was up and around the house, so I just thought I'd get started in here before everyone comes in and needs to be in the kitchen for breakfast. But I'm just clearing off the counters, getting everything put away, and then I'm going to start unloading the dishwasher. As you can see, our dishwasher was open already, so it had run the day before, and we opened it right before bed and left it open all night. That way, if there was water on the tops of any dishes or sitting in any cups or anything, it was dried out for the next morning, and that just saved us a step. And now I'm sorting through and putting all of the silverware away. We have so much silverware. We had a couple sets already, and then we got a brand new set, and we just kind of added that because it's just always nice to have a lot more when you have guests over and stuff, but now it feels like we don't have room to store it all. So this little dish drain on the side I'm emptying out first. That way it'll clear out some space before I start doing the dishes. And I'm just rinsing off the dishes and throwing them in the dishwasher. And then I'll have a few that I'll need to hand wash. But other than that, I just did a quick little rinse and tossed them in there. Of course, I'm just wiping out the sink before I finish. That way it's just nice and clean. So I've been noticing that under our sink here in the kitchen is getting really cluttered and everything's getting out of order. So I just thought I would take a few minutes and reorganize this. So I'm pulling everything out. I'm going to start with one side. I'm going to pull everything out, clean under there, and then I'll put it back in. So like I've said before, I still live at home with my parents, so all of this stuff is my mom's. So as I'm pulling it out, after I finished, I had her go through it all to see what she wanted to keep and if there was anything she would like to get rid of. We ended up getting rid of quite a few things. So as you can see here, I'm zooming up close to, there's some dust and some dirt underneath the sink, so I'm just going to spray it down with the Mrs. Meyer's with the Mum scent. This is the same scent that I used in last video in my kitchen cleaning. So now to put everything back in there, as you can see, I'll put some stuff back in and then I might go back and totally change it later, but that is totally normal. When you're organizing, you'll find out, hey, you know what, that doesn't really work there best, or you know what, we don't need that as much, so let's move that closer to the back. But you just find what works for you. Alright, so I got the first side all done. Alright, now I'm working on the second side, pulling everything out. This is just all of our cleaning products over here on the other side. The first section was mostly just our dishwashing stuff, but this second section. So as you can tell, we have cardboard down, and in the back of this area, it was completely molded on the cardboard. I guess some of the cleaner had leaked out. As you can tell, there's circles all over the cardboard, but that cardboard saved our cabinets from getting that mold and that water seeping into it. So I put a brand new piece of cardboard. I know that it's not the prettiest thing to look at, but it definitely saved it before, and we're 100% willing to have cardboard in there if it will save it again from leaking and messing up our cabinets. So now I'm putting all of the cleaners back in, and these are some of the extra things that we had. As you can tell, I was just putting it all to the back because it's just extra stuff that we don't use daily. Lots of refills and stuff, and then as I get closer to the front, it's things that we do use on a regular basis or a weekly basis, and making it easier to get to. And here it is before and the after. Alright, and then there was one more place that I wanted to organize real quick in the kitchen, and I saw our junk drawer, and I knew that it was time for a good organizational clean on it. So as you can tell, we have all of these bins and everything in there helping organize already, but it just needs to be gone through and put away in its proper places. So if you look at the bottom of this drawer, you will see that there is this big line there, and I had never seen that before. Some super glue had leaked out in this drawer, and a notebook had stuck to it, and now we have part of a notebook glued to the bottom of this drawer. I tried to get it off. As you can tell, I was having no luck, so it stayed. Hopefully we'll be able to scrape that off soon and maybe get some shelf liner to cover it up. So I'm just going through all of our pens, pencils, and markers, making it a little bit easier. When you need to grab a pen real quick in the drawer, you know exactly where it's at. It's crazy to me how much stuff accumulates in a junk drawer, but it is also really nice to have that spot where if it's something that you're not really sure where it needs to go yet, you can just put it in there and know that it's going to be safe. But it ended up being just a lot of little tools and stuff that needed to go out to the garage, so I made a small little pile for my dad, things that he could go through to see where in the world it was supposed to go. These white little bins that we have in here are literally lifesavers. They're awesome because they really do keep things so nice and organized, and we have them all around our house. I believe we just got them at Walmart, and I'll try to find a link and link them down below if you'd like to order some. Now I'm on my last little bin here, and I was going through some of the old calculators that we had in here, and I was cracking myself up because I said, Mom, I used these calculators when I was a little kid. These were my play phones, and now they don't even work anymore. So we have calculators on our phones, and nobody needs an actual calculator anymore. It's just so crazy how times have changed that much. Now I'm placing everything back in there, seeing how it will fit. It's kind of like a puzzle, but I think I figured it out eventually. And my favorite part is crossing things off of this list. It makes me so happy to cross things off of a list. Alright, so now I moved on to our front bathroom. As you can see, it's extremely messy. I'm a very messy person when I'm getting ready for an event. I just have a hard time putting everything away after I'm done getting ready, so I usually do it the next day. I don't worry about putting everything away after I'm done getting dressed, because usually I'm running late for whatever that is, so I don't have time to do it. But I need to get into more of a better habit of doing that. But I needed to organize this cabinet. Now, a few months ago, I did a bathroom organizational video, and if you'd like to see that, I'll link that below. But it seriously gets so easily messy in this cabinet, probably because we have like 90% of our daily stuff in here, and we just go through it, and like I said, if we're in a rush, it doesn't get put back very nice. But it just has to be gone through every once in a while, and I just needed to straighten everything back up, and it didn't take me very long at all. These are the exact same white bins that I just talked about that we used in the junk drawer, and also we used under the sink. I really wasn't kidding when I say we use these all over our house. So I'm just going through all of our hair scrunchies and our hair ties and everything, and they got very mixed up together. So I hung this ribbon on this shelf door because we have so many of these really pretty hair clips, but we just didn't have the easiest way to see them all. So we hung up a ribbon. My mom did this when we were little girls. She put all of our cute bows on a ribbon like this on the shelf door. So I just thought it was a really good idea, and we're putting all of our really pretty clips on here, and now we can see them. And I also put a little dab of hot glue at the bottom to hold it in place. Alright, working on the very last shelf. If you remember back to my bathroom organizational video, I put shelf liner on the bottom of this shelf, and I wanted to do it on all of the shelves, but it just wasn't working out how I like to. But maybe one day I'll go back and put shelf liner on all the shelves. But for right now, we're just sticking with the one. And before, and then finally how it looks now, the after. So much better, and it didn't take me very long just to take a minute and go through it all. Alright, now I'm just going to do a quick little clean in the bathroom. I'm starting with the mirror, going to wipe that all down with some glass cleaner, and then I'm just going to move on. And I'm doing a quick little wipe down of the sink and also the toilet. And then I'm just going to vacuum the floors. So we bought these Scrubbing Bubbles antibacterial bathroom wipes, and we've been using them for a couple weeks now, and I love them. They're so nice and convenient to have in the bathroom, just for a quick little wipe down of the sinks and countertops. And I am spraying a little bit of Pine Sol on the sinks and the toilet for extra cleaning power. Now I wanted to talk about this toilet bowl cleaner that we've been using for a long time now, and it is a disposable toilet bowl cleaner. So as you can see, this little disc snaps onto the end of the cleaner, and you just scrub it and it gets all nice and blue, soapy, whatever it is, and then you just throw away the little disc. And then I just leave this stick in the toilet to dry for a little bit. And now I'm just using our Dyson cordless vacuum to do a quick little sweep in the bathroom. And our rugs get extremely like nasty looking. You know, if you step on them, they just look flat and gross. So I like to vacuum these rugs pretty often. It makes them look a lot nicer. And now I'm starting in my room. I just needed to do a quick little clean in here. I needed to dust and vacuum. And also I had a couple places that I wanted to organize. Mainly I wanted to organize my nightstand and also where all of my shoes are stored in my closet. It has gotten extremely messy. So I needed to go through and do those. But first I just thought I'd bring you along as I picked up my room. And for those of you who missed it, I did a room fall decorate with me. I'll link that below if you'd like to go see that. But I talk about all of my decorations that I have out, where I got everything. And it was so much fun to decorate my room for fall. I have decorated it in years past, but this year was my first time actually just going to the store and picking out stuff specifically for my room. So now I'm moving on. I'm just going to do a quick little dusting of my nightstand and dresser real fast. As you can tell, our furniture is completely white and it shows dust very easy. So I feel like I'm constantly having to clean all of my furniture to keep it from looking really gross. Now, one thing that I had wrote on my list of to-dos was to tidy up my nightstand drawer, and I did it. I totally took the time to do it, and I went back and watched the footage, the video footage of me doing it, and it was completely focused on my head and not on the drawer. So for your guys' sake, I'm not going to throw that footage in there, but I did go ahead and organize it, so that was on my list that I did get crossed off, but I just didn't get good quality footage for you guys, but I did do it. Now I'm moving on to my shoes, and I talked about this shoe rack in my closet organizational video that I did a few months ago, if you'd like more information on that, but my shoes were just getting a little bit messy, so it seriously just took me a few minutes just to go through and organize them again and put them in their proper place. And now I'm just going to do a quick little vacuum again with our Dyson cordless vacuum. We love this thing seriously so much. We use it almost every single day. Marking things off my list, getting close to being done. The only thing that I have left on my list now is to hose off the front porch. So I thought I would do that real quick. I didn't do a very thorough job of it, meaning I didn't like spray down the side of the house or up in the corners of the porch or anything. I just did a quick little spray off of the cement, but it did end up making a world of difference, and it looked so much better after I did that. We do need to get some fall pillows for our front porch. We do have this little fall tree, but we need to get some fall pillows and some pumpkins for our front porch. I'm sure we'll be doing that sometime soon. I'll probably post about that on Instagram when we do that. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, go over and follow me on Instagram at Courtney's_Lens. I'd love to become better friends with you there, and you'll get a glimpse at more of my day-to-day life. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel if you would like to see more videos like this. On this channel, I just want to motivate you guys to clean and motivate you guys to organize and just make your home a place that you love and that your family can love, and a place that is comfy and cozy for you guys. I am by no means an expert at anything that I do or show on here, but I just want to encourage other people to do their very best at it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and for all of those who have reached out to me in support of my new endeavor of this YouTube channel. I hope that you'll subscribe and like this video, and I will see you next time.